Join me now is Mike Reiss from ESPN, Christian Fauria alongside as well, and we're talking.
What are we going to talk? Are we going to bright-side it, or what are we going to do?
We're going to cover the whole thing.
Okay,
because that's what this guy does.
I know.
That's what he's very good at.
Nobody's better than he is.
Yeah, exactly. So let's start with the quarterback, shall we?
Start with the quarterback.
Start with the quarterback.
Hey, give me your Dan Roach opinion of the quarterback position.
I am so over the moon over what I saw from Drake Maye.
Oh my God, he's so awesome.
Okay.
All right, be real.
The real stuff.
Yeah.
Promising.
That's a good word.
And I think it reminded me of '93. You know, when Drew Bledsoe came in, it gives you a chance. I think the difference there is they had Bill Parcells, a proven coach. This year they have Drake Maye, a first-year coach. A little more unproven, obviously, than Parcells, but I was encouraged.
Promising is a good word.
Yeah, encouraging. Those are all the kind of words that you're going to hear throughout the week before the game in London. I look at it as for Drake Maye, like, what should he get out of this? And you know, you're realizing that you made all the right decisions as far as he's tough. He's got a really strong arm. He's mobile. You can see that guys are probably going to be drawn to him. You're right. He has a great personality where he's not putting people off. He's curious, he's inviting, and he's just kind of just goofy enough where you're not intimidated by him. I think it's a great mix.
Great mix, and he
Really
gets
well
it.
said.
He gets it. After, in the post-game show,
Yeah.
his interview up at the podium, he said all the right things.
I thought he said a lot of the right things.
I thought he said all the right things.
Right to the end, Steve, when he said, hate losing, this is about winning.
Right.
You got to get back to complimentary football. And I'll balance off Christian's stuff with some of the things he can learn from this game, in my opinion. Protect yourself a little more. Don't want to be taking those hits when you're leaving your body exposed. So get down a little more. And the first interception, the overthrow to Pop was a little bit, too live on the throw, so that type of thing. But I thought,
I thought you said it in the pregame show that he was going to throw some interceptions.
I did.
Like, you just kind of have to expect it.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality of playing the position. The other thing that I was always nervous about for any rookie quarterback, because they're all squirrely and they're all happy feet, and they think that what they got away with in college, they can get away with in the pros, but it never happens that way. They close quicker, they're faster, they disguise coverages, they bait you into making stupid throws, and the way he gets hit is like, listen, man, we can't afford to lose you.
That's right.
The best thing you can do for this team is stay healthy.
And the play I liked the most, other than the touchdown throw, which was the wow play, was third quarter, keeps the play alive in the pocket. Hunter Henry hits him, and then for 30. And I thought that to me that's the new age quarterback, Steve.
It is a new age quarterback, and you know what? He threw it. It wasn't like back across his body, back across all the way on the other side of the field. He saw an open gap. Hunter Henry sat down in the play and was able to get 30 yards after that.
Yes.
He was poised.
For his first start,
he was poised.
Yeah, I mean, B+, fine.
And Christian, think about it. He had not played a lot under center, so he had not called plays in the huddle. So, just the way they built him up to get to this point, I think
Here's the important part about this development, because this is really what it is this whole year is about developing Drake Maye. No need to be in a rush. No need to be in a rush. Just, I would say, the fact that he's starting is enough. Slow play it. By the time the end of the season comes around, he would have seen every coverage, every defensive front, and he hopefully is in every situation.
But I just don't want to make this a one-man team, okay, and make it just all about Drake Maye, even though you want to develop the guy. I want to see, and I said this in a post-game show, I want to see Drake Maye go downfield, and I want to see him hit Douglas, booty like he hit today.
Polk's
got to handle it.
Yeah, got to handle the ball.
Hang on to the football. But he's got some weapons out there, and some of these guys are really quick. And Alex Van Pelt has to figure out a way to get these guys in open field so they can do their thing.
And to me, it comes back to the offensive line again, Steve. I felt like this was a little bit of a step back, just sort of like without watching it over again. New center. Ben Brown, which looked like he hung in there, but right tackle DeMontre Jacobs, we saw some leakage there. They need to help him. Zach Thomas is in at left tackle after Vidarian Lowe, your one-on-one interview last week, goes out. So I think, again, juggling the pieces up there. When they give him time, we saw what can happen on the touchdown pass.
I'm watching this game, and I'm just, this ain't even fair. Sometimes I'm like, it's not even fair. And Will Anderson's getting all these sacks. I'm like, the clock is like this.
Can they help him more, Christian? Can they get help?
That's why I go back to you have no choice but to throw it quick. And if you want a long developing play, you better keep somebody else in to block the edges.
They should be much better next week against another 1-5 football team, right?
You'd like to think so, Steve, but at the end of the day, who's playing on that offensive line, with all the injuries and stuff? And to Christian's point, I love that. Like, if it's not quick, need more protection. You can't go empty on the strip sack
Not yet.
and leave
They're not
those
good
tackles
enough. They're not
exposed.
good enough for